What if the earth itself could speak? What if the wind carried not just air, but memories, secrets of those who came before? This is the story of the day I entered the canyon and discovered it was never silent at all. Welcome back. It's time for another story from Tales by Moonlight. The desert morning was quiet when I began my journey. The first rays of the sun stretched across the horizon, turning the sky a deep orange, then gold. My boots pressed into the sandy trail, crunching against loose gravel. All around me, cliffs rose like giants, layers of red, brown, and gray stone carved by time itself. This was no ordinary canyon. Locals had warned me. The canyon has a voice. Do not walk alone unless you're ready to listen. I thought it was superstition, until the silence broke. At first it was only the wind weaving through the narrow walls, but as it swirled, the air shifted into something more, faint whispers, sounds like words half-formed, echoing as though the canyon itself breathed. I froze. My heart pounded. The desert was empty, no one in sight. Yet the voices grew stronger. Before we continue with the story, please love, like, and subscribe. Turn your notification for more wonderful story like this. Thanks, one whisper curled around my ear. Water hides where patience looks. Thirst clawed at my throat. I followed the sound, every step guided by instinct. Then, tucked behind a boulder, I found it. A trickle of fresh water dripping into a shallow pool. The canyon had spoken truth. My life, saved by a whisper. Further along, the walls closed tighter, casting deep shadows. Again the air stirred. This time the whisper was urgent. Beware the path that looks easy. It crumbles first. I turned my eyes to a smooth trail ahead, tempting in its simplicity, yet something in me hesitated. I edged closer, and the ground collapsed into an abyss, rocks crashing into darkness. Had I trusted the path, I would have fallen. The canyon had warned me. Shaken, I pressed on. The canyon grew louder, each gust of wind carrying voices like threads of history. It was as though every traveler who had ever walked these stones had left their breath behind. Some voices were sorrowful, speaking of journeys unfinished. Some were joyful, remembering laughter and triumph. And one, softer than all the rest, whispered directly to my heart, "Every traveler leaves more than footprints, they leave stories." I stopped beneath a towering cliff, the setting sun painting the walls crimson and gold. My shadow stretched long against the rocks. In that moment I understood. The canyon was not silent stone, it was alive, an eternal library of human memory. Each whisper was a story left behind by wanderers like me. My steps, my breath, my heartbeat, they too would be carried into its endless song. The canyon had given me water, safety, and wisdom, but most of all, it had given me a truth I would never forget. The earth remembers, and if you listen closely, it speaks. That day I entered as a wanderer. I left as a keeper of the canyon's secrets. Moral of the story: the whispers of the canyon remind us that nature holds wisdom older than man. If we listen closely to the world around us, we will find guidance, protection, and truths that can light our path. The earth remembers, and those who respect its voice will never walk alone. Thank you for joining us under the moonlight. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more timeless tales. Until we meet again, may the moon guide your path.